Welcome to the Hoop Threads podcast. Here with a another prospect spotlight. Here with our first international prospect spotlight. Been watching you play the last, couple months with Blair Academy in a couple different settings. Peter Rosta, 2027 6'10 forward, Blair Academy playing with PSA this summer. Hungarian national. How we feeling, Peter?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
Awesome, man. Well, we're glad to have you on. I believe in your long-term potential because of, the skill base that you have right now, kind of the feel that you have right now, and then obviously the positional size definitely helps, being 6'10. So let's get right into it. What's your favorite sports drink? Do you have one, an American one yet?
Uh, I don't really have one yet, but I'm gonna look deeper and find one.
Okay. Do you play any video games? PS5, Xbox, PC?
Yeah, sometimes I play Xbox. I play FIFA. That's just
Okay.
my thing from home.
Okay. Gotcha. What's the best basketball shoe and the best non-hooping shoe to just, wear around for fun?
My favorite basketball shoe is actually the Dames. Most of the Dames, I like them, the Adidas ones.
Mhm.
And for lifestyle shoes, I like the Air Force ones. That's my go-to.
Okay. Give me your favorite meal. So entree, appetizer, dessert, drink, all that.
For Andre, I would just go like something chicken fingers, nothing, nothing crazy.
Okay.
And for the meal, I would go a good burger. I like burgers here a lot. And then for dessert, I have to go cheesecake. And for a drink, I would just go Gatorade or something.
Surprised we went all American there. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Been your favorite basketball environment to play in so far? It doesn't have to be over here.
From back home, it was a game from the European Championship when we played against Romania, the home team. They had a lot of fans, and it was a crazy game. And from
Mm,
here, I would say the first home game, we are lucky enough to have a very good student section at Blair. So it was amazing to play my first game here.
mm. Who is your first role model? Doesn't have to be an athlete.
My first role model was Kevin Durant, I would say. Just growing up, watching him play on the TV, he was like my idol.
Tell me about your first dunk.
My first dunk was, I believe I was 13. It happened at practice, and like, I think that's one of the happiest days of my life. I still remember it well.
Did you know you were going to do it, or you just kind of were up there hanging
I just went up for it and got it.
gotcha. How tall were you then at 13?
I think I was like around 6'5", 6'6".
Wow. Okay. So how did you get started in the game? Did your family play?
No, my dad was a water polo player, so we had some sports background from the family, but I started playing at first grade in school, and from there I just continued to play because I liked it a lot.
Talk about the role that your parents, have had in your development as an athlete.
They had a big role for sure. Like I had an other sport, but they always supported basketball because they knew that's the thing I'm gonna be good at. So they helped me a lot with choosing basketball over soccer. And then from there they just kept me ready. Like they are just like my biggest supporters since then.
Pretty good call from your parents. I don't know any 6'10 soccer players.
Yeah, sure.
Talk about your circle, whose opinion matters the most to you.
I would say my parents, my like the first in the circle, and then my coaches at Blair, my friends. I really like, try to listen to them because my coaches see me every day, so I also like really listen to them and their opinion.
Okay. Who do you model your game after?
I don't see a one player, but I like to look at KD. He was my role model as a kid. Then I would say right now Pascal Siakam. I like how he's playing. I think like I'm similar to his height, to his length. So those are the two players.
So I want you to do a self scout, tell the audience about some of your strengths and some of your weaknesses as a prospect.
I would say my strength is going to my left hand, just driving to the basket, and then I would say I don't have like major weaknesses, but what I'm looking to improve is my jump shot and going to my right hand. Those are kind of the two main things.
Hmm. You took the words right out of my mouth because that's definitely where I was gonna go. Man, I think you're a really good mover off the ball. Have good feel about where to be on the court, kind of finding pockets behind the defense, especially with the guards that you have at Blair, kind of getting downhill and kind of forcing the defense to kind of collapse on them. They can find you around the rim for some easy finishes. You use your length and size pretty well to finish around the rim. Haven't seen you shoot a ton of jumpers, but the mid-range jumper looked pretty good, and the free throws do as well. Like I said, that feel and just kind of adding muscle to your frame, finishing with your right hand, um, going to be a big part of your development. What have you learned playing? Like, what are some of the differences in the American game? And then kind of talk about playing alongside, a Duke commit and Deron Rippey, as well as a Rhode Island commit and, Zane Chapman.
Yeah. Coming here, I would say the biggest difference is like coaches here expect me to go to the rim like harder, like, and I think I improved a lot, but there's still room to improve. And then like playing with, we have an amazing backcourt at Blair now with Ron and JN. So it just opens up space for me to go like play without the ball, cutting. And I think like sometimes it's even easier for us because the defense is just watching out for them. So we have to cut, we have to move off the ball, we can get open jump shots. So I think like for us also it's great to play with them.
How are you as a communicator, and how is that communication kind of different with this Blair team?
I think like the team is great, the coaches are great, so communication is easy in the team. First time coming in, I was like more like quiet in my first week because like it was a big change coming over to the US, but my coaches were supportive, my teammates were supportive, so it was an easy journey.
Okay. Is this your first time kind of living away from family and, talk about some of the adjustments that you made living in the States?
Oh yeah, this is my first time not living with my parents, and also in September that was my first time in the US, so it was a big change for me, but it was kind of easy because of the environment I have at Blair with my roommates, with our teachers, with our coaches, so it wasn't really hard.
How do you prepare for each game, the day of? Do you have a specific routine that you follow?
I would say just going to breakfast and then going to classes here. The only routine I really have is just taking a cold shower before and then head to the game.
Hmm, interesting. Okay. Do you love to win or do you hate to lose?
I would say I hate to lose.
Hmm.
Of course, I love to win, but I just really like hate losing, hate going back to the locker room after a bad game.
What type of coaching do you respond to the most?
I would say positive coaching. Like I don't expect my coach not to yell at me if I like really mess something up, but it can really give me a boost if like I make a mistake, but my coach, like Coach Montagna here at Blair, stay positive, and that I think just kind of gives players a boost.
Got you. I'm sure, let's back up a second. Talk about the process of you ending up, in New Jersey at Blair Academy. Obviously a high level program, high level, coach with Coach Montagna has been there for quite some time. Talk about how you ended up selecting that school.
So last year I was playing back in Hungary, and I had a former coach who is working with scholarships now, and I started working with him, just looking at my options in the US. And he also found Blair because he knew Coach Montagna from back ago. And I talked to them on the phone, and I really like them as coaches. And then I looked deeper into the program and the academy, and I also really like the academics because it's very high level here. And then I just decided to take this route.
Okay. So we talked at the beginning about how you're going to play with PSA this summer. Talk about, that process and how you ended up, deciding to play with them this summer.
Yeah. Uh, Before I coming here, I always knew if I can, I want to play in the EIBL. And then my roommate is playing for PSA. Coach De Jesus from Blair is gonna be our assistant coach, so they just helped me get there.
Gotcha. Who's your roommate?
Ray Fernandez is my teammate.
Gotcha. Okay. Talk about a time that you faced some adversity and some tools that you used to navigate through that time period.
I would say the adversity I had to face is the first weeks here. I really like wasn't my best in practices, but what was like surprising to me is how coaches stayed positive at me, towards me, and that just gave me a boost. Seeing them believe in me, even though like I just got here and they never seen me play that good, but they kept being positive, so that really gave me a boost.
Tell me about your gym schedule. What parts of your game have you been working on the most, since the end of last season, and what do you feel like you really added to your game?
What I would say I added is just I've been to the weight room a lot. I added physicality, but of course there's still a lot room to improve. But I would say that then I would say my catch and shoot jump shot got better. But these are like I like to work on my weaknesses. So there are all of these things are like kind of the things I'm still working on. But those are the things I like working on because I just really feel like I'm improving in this.
Hmm. Okay. So, we kind of spoke about how a lot of the front court pieces from last year's team, graduated and moved on. This year you have a pretty big role as a starter with Blair, and then next season, the guards graduate and there'll be a new crop of guys. Um, what is your self-talk like been during a bad game? Like how has that kind of evolved over this process?
Yeah. At a bad game, I just really think about how other people stay positive at me. So there's just no reason for me to be negative to myself. And also, like, if I'm being negative to myself, like, why do I expect other people to stay positive at me? So I just try to stay positive at myself and then try to stay positive if my teammate has a bad game. I be positive to them so they don't go down in negative ways.
Makes sense. Tell me a part of your game that you feel kind of flies under the radars or is undervalued by people like me.
I would say maybe my it's a good one. I would say my drives from outside. Like I'm 6'10", but still I can play from inside and outside. I would say that's a big strength of my game, just being versatile. So just driving from outside, going to left to right, crossover, spin move, everything.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think you do a pretty good job, before the catch as the ball's in the air, kind of knowing where you're going to go once you do catch it. And that's a big part of that too. What parts of the floor do you feel the most and least comfortable right now? So, top of the key, in the paint, the wing, short corner, what physical spots do you feel the most comfortable and least comfortable?
I would say I feel the most comfortable around the middle, and I would say the least comfortable in the corner. But that's still comfortable. But I like in the middle. I can go both ways. That's really it. But
Gotcha. Okay. So rank these three in order of importance to you. So one being the most important. Game-winning assist, game-winning basket, game-winning defensive stop.
I would go one with game winning basket. That's the number one. Then two is game winning defensive stop. And I would say third one is what do you say? Game winning assist.
Assist, yeah.
And game winning assist is still good, but I just think like the other two are better.
Okay. What are some things that you value, as a human being as well as a basketball player? Is it kind of leading by example, vocal leadership, communication, honesty, direct communication? Like, what are some things that matter to you?
Uh, One thing I really learned here at Blair is just our leaders still like stay positive. Even if they have a bad game, they don't drag people down with themselves just because they are frustrated at themselves. They really know how to stay positive and just lift other players up. Maybe some bench guys. So I think we are doing a good job at just making each other stay positive. Even if a bench guy has a bad game, if a starter has a bad game, like we are there for each other as a team.
So we don't have to talk about any names yet. I'm sure as the season wears on, more college coaches will find out about you and kind of start recruiting you. We don't have to talk about specific names, but what are some of the criteria that you think you'll be looking for in your recruitment as far as, big school, small school, a coach that's very energetic, a coach that kind of lets you play your game, fast-paced offense, slow, more deliberate offense. What do you think are some things that you'll be looking for?
I would say it depends. Like I would prefer having chances to both sides, like big schools and small schools. Of course, there are differences. I would look into both of them, so I don't really have one way.
Mhm.
But I would say I would prefer like being coach positive. But again, that's not like me expecting my coach not to say bad things if I mess something up. But I would say positive coaching, and then like schools, I don't really have a preference. Kind of that's it.
Okay. Tell me about some of your interests and hobbies off the court. So do you have any hidden talents?
Off the court, I wouldn't say I really have like any hidden talents. I'm good at soccer. Sometimes I'll be just playing soccer with the guys around here, just passing it around, or just what I like here is just speaking to my friends on the phone from back home.
Okay. What's the time difference?
Uh, they are 6 hours ahead.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Not too bad. If basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid your career ended tomorrow, what would your plan be for like the next 30, 40 years of your
Mm.
life?
For sure, it will be just get to college, get good education, and I don't really know what, but just get a good job and like have a great life.
Okay. Give me some of your goals that you have for this season, individually as well as, some of the team goals that you guys have set.
Individually, I would say just keep improving, don't stay at the same place. And as a team, I would say just win all the tournaments we are in. I think that have to be the goal for us. Like I trust my team, and like there's no reason to not try to win it all.
When did you know that basketball might be it for you? Was there a specific moment?
Uh, I think when there was not like one moment, but I think it was around when I was 14, 15. I started to realize like I'm really good at this.
Okay, gotcha. Genuine love for the game is always a huge part of it. What has been your happiest moment on a basketball court so far?
Um, I would say winning the national championship in Hungary.
Hmm,
It was back like I was 13, but like just winning a national championship was like I think the best game of my life, just the final.
How did you play?
Uh, I remember I played fine. Like at 13, I wasn't my best, but I still played hard.
Okay. What sets, you're in New Jersey, you're not too far from, the New York City kind of metro area. You've played enough games there to kind of have an understanding of that, but also you guys play a prep schedule as well. First, what sets New Jersey basketball apart, from the rest of the country? And then what sets kind of prep school basketball apart from like just regular high school ball?
Um, what sets New Jersey apart? I don't really know to be honest. Maybe I would say just we are playing more organized than other teams, but it's just really Blair. I don't really know other New Jersey teams.
Okay.
Then prep hoops is high school. I would say I like our rules better, the prep hoops rules, because we play 40 minutes. I prefer that. And also the 3-point line is like the college. So we are just playing more like colleges and that's where we all want to go. So I think it makes sense.
Why should people believe in you as a prospect?
I think because I trust myself first and I can contribute to the team in many ways. This year I'm playing a bit off the ball more, but I think I'm really good at it. Just cutting, getting a lot of points without the ball. And this is just like the little things that can help a team a lot. But I can also play with the ball. I can pass the ball well. I can score. So I would say my versatility.
Got you. Last question, man. Really appreciate the time today. Um, Well, actually, before we get to that, what's the biggest difference that you noticed about kind of living in America? Is it kind of the food, is it the
Mm.
communication, the music, entertainment? What's been the kind of most jarring thing for you so far?
Uh, I would say a big difference is in food that many foods here that are considered like a good meal. In Europe, we consider that unhealthy. Like pizza and stuff, we have it here for lunch. In Europe, we wouldn't have that.
Gosh, it's not surprising. All right, man. Last question. So, what is your why? Why do you kind of pour so much time into this? Why have you made so many sacrifices, moved away from your family, come to Blair? What makes the game so important to you and something that you really care about? What is your why?
It's just really my love for the game. I don't hear about anything else. Like when I started at 6 in my first year, I knew like I love this and I want to do this for a long time. And then I moved here because like I thought this is a good chance for me academically and like athletics too. I love playing for this team because from home, like I knew this is gonna be the team that I wanna play for. I wanna play for. Also, this is the school I wanna be in. Also, the school is great. Like everyone is supportive, so I just knew I really enjoy being here.
Awesome. Really appreciate the time, man. Looking
Thank you
forward
very much.
to watching you, the over the next 2 years.
Thank you.